Okay, Becky the brunette. Is there anything you can eat or drink to ward off the dreaded midges, or is that a old wives' tale? The dreaded midges are a real pain. I used to live in the west coast of Scotland. My mum used to put rubber bands around my ankles, which was very attractive. Neem cream is something that I used to use for mosquitoes when I travel. It's a wonderful cream. It's very healing. It's fantastic. So if you can get hold of some of that, fantastic. Quinine is in tonic water. That's why people use tonic water to help, because the mosquitoes don't like it. I don't know how the midges would feel about that. I would imagine if you eat lots of bitter foods, they don't really like that. Things like, lemony things. I suppose you could lather yourself in lemon and see how that goes. I've always just burnt some candles around the place and get rid of them that way. But yeah, it's an ongoing issue, isn't it, really? But quinine does try and put them off. I think also there are people who they like, and there are just people who they don't like, and some people are lucky and some aren't. So now we have Anna Howie. Any ideas what to do if you spent too much time in the sun on the beach and you feel like a bit of charcoal? Well, I don't know how to. So from the outside, coconut oil again is a great one. Aloe vera is fantastic. It will take the heat out. You could try calamine lotion if you wanted to take the heat out, but really make sure you rehydrate. And in the rehydration, put a little bit of Himalayan crystal salt in the water to bring the electrolytes back. You could even put a little bit of coconut sugar in there, something like that. If you're feeling ill, make sure if you're feeling like, if you're feeling ill, if you've got sunstroke, make sure you get a lot of water back in there, but make sure you put a bit of salt in so that it stays in the body. And I really hope that you're okay, because it's really unpleasant that. But aloe and coconut. Aloe's obviously number one if you can find and if you can find an aloe plant, all better. Okay, Marvin 1967. What should I eat to support my underactive thyroid? I'm on thyroxine. Okay, so well, thyroxine should be really helping you, but the go-to nutrients you need are selenium, so the easiest place to get selenium is Brazil nuts. So eat your Brazil nuts, you get good fats in there too, so that's great. And then iodine. So if you don't live near the sea, you don't need very much iodine, but if you don't live near the sea, I don't know where you live obviously, but you can get it in the air if you live by the sea. But if you don't, things like seaweed are a really good way of getting it. Or eating some seafood, like prawns have quite a lot. But seaweed is a really good one, like arame or nori or any of those. You can use them to cook. Kelp's a nice one to use, and that will give you enough iodine. Make sure you've got enough vitamin D. Vitamin D comes from the sun or supplements. And also, I don't know if you know about goitrogens in cruciferous vegetables, so broccolis and cabbages, cauliflower. Don't eat them raw because they're goitrogenic. So, but if you cook them, the goitrogens it takes the goitrogen risk away. So you can eat them, but just make sure you lightly steam them to get rid of them. But don't eat them raw because they won't help your thyroid at all. So I hope that helps. Make sure you're eating lots of fruit and veg. You want some fibre to keep everything moving, because if you are underactive, sometimes everything slows down. So make sure you're eating lots of fresh fruit and veg to keep everything moving along, and get the Brazil nuts out. I hope that helps, and I will be back in August. Thank you very much. Bye.